It's been a rough couple of weeks. I sometimes feel like I'm being targeted. But you know what? When you are extremely, vitally important to the fabric of American democracy, I guess that comes with the territory.
Yeah, Daryl.
Does the president have a plan to address the problems at the USPS?
Oh, USPS, more like USBS. Next. Oh, what is it, Jeff?
There are almost 500,000 people who work for the Postal Service. Is the president concerned that dissolving the USPS would cause mass layoffs?
Do you know how many mail carriers are mauled by wild dogs every year? In a way, we're saving lives. But who's writing that story? Huh?
And now my office is being inundated with international mail catalogs. I'm just going to say it. Post people are petty. Though I did find a nice pair of swim trunks I liked.
Well, things are definitely escalating. Royce is always ducking into his office, closets, bathrooms. I mean, I even saw him crawl under his desk yesterday with this weird look on his face. He's being even creepier than usual, which is like super hard to do.
Yeah, they're crossing the finish line. Look, Thailand is one place where it's not hard to find someone who's willing to do whatever needs to be done, okay? Whatever. Oh yeah, front to back. No, it's not too expensive. Well, I mean, it really depends on the exchange rate, but, you know.
I literally had to shower after hearing that.
It's time to expose this commie perv to the world. Girl power!
Oh no, just no. My body won't allow me.
So again, when the president used that word, he was referring to a cat and not Chancellor Merkel. Yes, Kimberly.
Let's talk about you, Royce. My team has uncovered some interesting inconsistencies in your travel history. You've been to Korea 7 times in the last year?
Yes, but those trips are all well documented in the public record. I accompanied members of the administration, including the president, on diplomatic trips.
Did you also make diplomatic trips to Thailand, Singapore, Indonesia, and China? We couldn't find any scheduled trips on record that coordinate with all those Asian visits on your passport stamps.
Okay, I went to Asia for leisure.
What do you mean by leisure?
Back off, Jeff. At the time of your last trip to Korea, there were 72 hours during which you were unaccounted for. Do you care to explain what you were doing?
No, I don't, Kimberly. It was personal.
I'd say it is. How many Asian friends do you have, Royce? Do they all speak Korean?
But the Koreans do, yes.
How many Korean friends do you have, Royce?
Would you say you're loyal to these Korean friends?
What the fuck's going on here?
I have no idea.
You're hiding something, Royce. No true patriot goes to Asia for fun.
My research has these Asian leisure trips going back as far as 1996, but before then there is no record of a Royce Digby McAllister. Who are you, Royce?
Yeah, who are you, Royce? And why are you so excited by the Orient?
Aroused, even.
I live there, okay?
We need to end this briefing.
No, this is fine. They're right. I need to say something, clear the air, just get it out there. I go to Asia multiple times a year because I grew up there. My parents were very unorthodox in their beliefs, and they thought it was best for me to spend my middle and high school years on an ashram just outside Denpasar in Bali. And no, it was not a cult, okay? It was simply a place where we shed our belongings, committed to exploring inner peace, and did some light sugarcane farming in service of Agung the Benevolent. That's where I met Yu Song, a North Korean refugee looking for some sense of peace after a lifetime of suffering. He was my roommate. He taught me Korean and helped me realize that genuine human connection has no borders. You know, I got just as much out of that ashram that I would have gotten from any high school in America. A sense of belonging, lifelong friends, great education. I mean, hell, we said the Pledge of Allegiance every morning. Although our pledge was to Agung the Benevolent, through whom all things are possible. So yeah, I go to Asia often to see Yu Song and the rest of my friends. But you know what? If I'm guilty of anything, it's wanting to foster the important relationships I made there. And maybe taking Agung's name in vain once or twice. 12 hours in a sugarcane field isn't exactly a dance around the maypole. Now, I had no intention of this leaking to the press, but apparently you forced my hand.
I'm so
Now
sorry
I
to
have-
interrupt, Royce, whatever this is, but I just got word that 300 North Korean refugees just arrived at JFK Airport on a chartered flight from Thailand. They claim that they were able to escape North Korea with the help of an unknown, high-ranking American official in a top-secret operation. Do you know anything about this?
My parents voted for Bernie!
Royce isn't as bad as I thought. His real name is Moonbeam McGee, and the whole ashram story is completely true.
Agum.
The good news is his big admission was positive press for the president. Shows he has the power to change the mind of even the craziest hippies.
Do you think Royce is really as racist as he seems? I mean, he said some ridiculous things.
There are a lot of nice racists.
Bernie? So do you think Royce had anything to do with the North Korean refugees?
No comment.
This would have never happened when Trump was president.
Farrah called me fat. I don't care. I like cookies. And I'm loved. They're so mean. So what were we talking about? I have a Peabody, yeah.